Hi, Scorpio. So we just finished your December reading, and we're figuring out who we are. What do we do? What do we do with that voice in our head that goes back and forth and back and forth? Jupiter's in our sign. Oh my God. Well, beginning of January, there will be a full moon, a super moon in Cancer. So things are going to get a little emotional, but I feel like those emotions need to come out. They need to come out, Scorpio. I think, did I do that in your last video, like where I shook the camera so much because I couldn't get comfortable? I feel like you guys are so uncomfortable. So uncomfortable with life and with things going on. Page of Pentacles. Do you have an earth sign in your life that is kind of being a little childish? Or you could just be looking for a new start. Or you could be feeling less than grounded. Maybe. Feeling a little stuck. We have the Page of Wands. So right here, I feel like with the Page of Wands, it's an active listening. You're looking at all the details. Looking at everything that life has for you. What do I do with all of this? Right? And you got the Wheel of Fortune at the end of December. So there's this cycle that you are continuing. Instead of completing it, it's going around and around and around, and it will keep going around and around until you finish the lesson. So what's the lesson? Because you're stuck, the Hanged Man, the Nine of Wands is telling me that you're fighting yourself. You're being awfully defensive with everybody because of this very stuck feeling that you have. It's like, I know I'm supposed to be transforming in some way. I know. I just actually saw the Transformer Bumblebee, the yellow car that comes. It's like, I know that I'm supposed to be coming in from this really awesome yellow car into this really great giant robot, and then back into this really awesome car and move forward really, really fast, the Chariot. But I'm going through this lesson, right? And I want to take flight, and I want to transform into what I am supposed to be, ultimately what I am supposed to be. And I want to find that balance with justice. This could be a Libra in your life. But you're really looking for this, You're really looking for this stability, this new start. And it is in kind of this very, innocent way. You know how a child just starts learning the alphabet? And it's they start singing it and they get all the letters mixed up first while they're singing it. And then they start actively listening to how other people are doing it and they start sounding out the letters more. That's kind of how I feel like this progression is going for you. You want to go really fast. You want to be this Chariot. You want to go through that transformation stage that everybody's been talking about. Nine of Pentacles. Seven of Swords. Five of Wands. Page of Swords. And the Six of Pentacles. And then at the bottom of the deck, we have the Lover's card. We do have 3 pages out now. And having all 3 of these pages, I feel like there's a very tentative nature to you right now. You're feeling kind of alone as you're building all of this. And it's I feel like you're saying, I'm giving it my all. I'm giving it my all. I'm supposed to be moving forward. But there's this very combative fight mode. Very combative fight mode. Here, let's try and angle this down a little bit so you guys can see my coffee cup out of it. Let me take a drink first. Excuse me. So many people hate it when I do that. Gotta wet my whistle. My grandma used to say stuff like that to me. Okay. So I feel like there is this very childlike deception within you that, like, I just can't quite make it through the alphabet, you know, like I can't find this balance. Where is all my good fortune? Why can't I just fly away? Why can't I just move forward? I've been doing the work. I've been giving. I've been building, maybe by myself, but I've been doing it. Oh, I pulled both of them. There's an earth sign. And the Lover's card, the Queen of Pentacles was right underneath the Lover's card. So this could be a Gemini in your life, or we could have a Virgo, Capricorn, or Taurus. We have the Seven of Cups here. So, do you have options in a relationship and yet you're so very tentative in life just in general? It's like you're not really sure if you should move, if you should act on this. Like, what do I do? How do I get to that place where I feel comfortable enough to choose? Because I want to have this luck, but I feel very, very stuck right now. And I feel like it's because you guys are just fighting with yourself. This is like your ego again. Fighting with yourself. Should I, shouldn't I? Should I, shouldn't I? You know, why are you asking yourself so many... This looks like it could be a very loving and giving and fortunate and balanced relationship. You know, you don't have to be alone. But you're almost walking on eggshells to get here. I feel like this is you walking on eggshells. I don't know what to do. We have the Moon card. We also have another Earth sign. It's almost, I feel like this is almost what you're striving to be. That stable King of Pentacles. There's the Emperor again. See? You're striving to be that very stable, in charge. I have all of my shit together. King of Pentacles. I can hear the highway outside of my window here. And I'm thinking back to that Bumblebee reference, the Transformer Bumblebee reference. Man, my computer's far away from me. And I keep really like, I just want to like open up, you know, like I feel like my heart chakra needs to be like transformed almost. I feel like there's this light that needs to come in. And right now, it's so shadowed with the moon. Like all of those emotions that you're stuffing way deep down inside. How do you do that? How do you keep those emotions way deep down inside and not make that ultimate choice that needs to be made? Is it the very tentative nature of thinking that it's like you're deceiving yourself that you can't have this? Are you afraid to? Do you feel like if you open up your heart chakra, oh my God, somebody's going to see who I truly am? Because that's really like that heart and the Lover's card. That's like, look at that light shining around it. That's like your heart chakra opening up to the possibilities that something could actually go right. And I feel like you don't believe that. You know? I feel like you don't think that this luck is on your side because you're so very stuck on a tree, mummified. And when we don't open ourselves up to that possibility of moving in a direction that makes us happy, that makes us feel free, like that bird there in the Three of Wands, that makes us feel like the Emperor and balanced out, in charge, like the King of Pentacles, like I've got my shit together. When we can't get to that stage, our Wheel of Fortune will just keep going around and around and around and around. We have the Four of Pentacles. We have Temperance, which is also about balance. And we have the World. Underneath the World is the Ace of Cups. Amazing. So we started off the very beginning of January with the Wheel of Fortune and having it go around and around and around because we got it in December too. You want to be in charge. You want to be the Emperor. You want to feel like the King of Pentacles, except you're really feeling like a page. I don't have much money. I'm really having to like listen to things carefully and almost in a very childlike way put the puzzle pieces together of life. And I don't want to have that conversation yet. And yet, you know, now the cards are saying, okay, well, yeah, you're holding on to stuff, Four of Pentacles, okay. You're holding on to those feelings a little too tightly. Because if you want to be the King of Pentacles sees even his feelings as like a very material aspect to him. Because it's a grounded thing. If his feelings are grounded, then he feels very strong. But you're holding on to those. You could also really be holding on to your material side of life so much that that's where the imbalance is coming from. Because Temperance talks about patience, sure, but it also talks about healing and it talks about balance. Tempering your emotions. And then we end up towards the middle of January with the World. Ending this Wheel of Fortune cycle over and over and over again. Opening up our heart chakra. Opening up ourselves to a possibility that we can choose an option in life and start a new beginning. End a cycle and start all over again. And then we get the Ace of Cups. Ace of friggin' cups, kids. So, moving from that very tentative nature of who you are, no longer fighting outwardly and within yourself, like in your outward environment, your material environment, fighting that very aspect of who am I? Am I my personality, my id? Am I my ego? The thing up in my head that rolls over and over and over again? Or am I my higher self? That very intuitive, healing part of me, that gut instinct I have, knowing that I can have an open part of my soul, a transcendence, that very transformation that Jupiter is supposed to be offering me. January just might be that month where you can recognize how grounded you really can be, Scorpio. How grounded can you be? You can be grounded. It doesn't have to be like walking on eggshells. You can be the emperor. And you can have that relationship with a very grounded person. I mean, this right here, we had the Emperor and the Empress in December, right? Now we have the King and Queen of Pentacles. So this very feeling conquered, feeling in charge, and going into a nurturing and stable environment, and having a partner that you can build with, that you no longer have to hold on to your pennies so tightly, because now you've moved to the Six of Pentacles, and then you've moved to the Nine of Pentacles, because you've opened up to the possibilities of grounding yourself and becoming that transformation and moving forward in a way that you never believed possible. And if these options are just coming to you, if they haven't gotten to you yet in January, and they're just coming to you towards the end of January, because energy is fluid. Time is not linear. That was a hard one for me to figure out. I still struggle with it sometimes. If it hasn't, then keep building yourself. How do we open up our heart chakra? People are like, oh, meditate. The way that you open up your heart chakra is you get that trigger, that emotional trigger, and you feel it. And sometimes it hurts really, really bad. And then you just let it go. If you sit with it, your ego gets involved. If you can feel it inside and recognize it and acknowledge it, and say, thank you for being there. Thank you for teaching me that lesson. And then just let it go. Relax. And let it move. Let it move on. Because you have good things coming. And you have a very grounded feeling. And being able to complete that cycle and begin that very transformation within you that you've been waiting for, that everybody's saying, it's coming, it's coming, it's coming, it's coming. And you're like, oh my God, when is it coming? January. It's possible. If you believe. If you know that you believe, if you believe that you deserve this Ace of Cups, this Lover's card, this very stable environment, relationship, if you believe that you can finish that karmic cycle, you can heal, you can have that balance. You don't have to fight with yourself, because you have been fighting with yourself and you've been very tentative about it. So, I hope your January is wonderful. I hope your holidays are going really well. I hope your Happy New Year. Please be safe during the New Year's. Make sure you check out all of the reading options below the video. Just click the little arrow thingy. Use the InstantGo app. Thank you for all of the donations. They are keeping the channel going. And January looks great. It really does. And knowing that you guys are coming into that very ending of a cycle and the beginning of a new one is fantastic. And I hope this Emperor keeps showing up in your readings, because you being in charge of that is really helping that movement forward. So have a great January, guys. I'll see you for the love readings. Bye.